What animation fans, I'm back from the video viewing the pilot of Lego Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu. Yep, probably done do that reviews. I plan to do more of these reviews in the future. Season 1 and 2 are going to be pretty long, so I'm going to have to watch those when I'm downstairs in the days. Watch it on Monday. Might watch it once I'm done with Real Soldier. But at least Netflix by then. At least I got the DVDs. Yeah, I got the DVDs. Well, cool. Anyways, I didn't even know about Ninjago. It was actually when my mum got me the show on DVD. You know, the pilot. I heard about it, watched it, enjoyed it. The series was still airing on Cartoon Network at the time, but we didn't have Sky at the time, so I couldn't watch the show properly. My only way of watching the show was through the DVDs. Like, here's season 1. I don't exactly have to complete seasons 1 to 8. Most of them are not complete seasons yet. I think I showed those online. I checked those work though. So yeah, cause see, it was released in 2 parts. Because it was well, season 1 and season 2 released with 13 episodes. So it was a total of 26 episodes here. That's fine. Then here's season 8. Part 2 is when the cover started to change. The back was still the same. The back's still the same type of patterns. But it's more thicker for part 2. Season 3 had total 8 episodes. 5 episodes short. And then season 4. A very unique season, this one. I'll talk about it when I get there. Season 4 onwards started a trend of 10 episodes. Became a common thing for Ninjago to have 10 episodes per season. Of course, this is when I started getting a complete season. I got season 5, Possession. You know, each season has their own. Starting with season 8, 3, I mean, they started have the DVD started putting having their titles on there, the names of the seasons, like Rise of the Snakes, Legend of the Green Ninja. I think that's what the second one's called now. Rebooted. What is it? The Tournament of Elements. Possession. Season 6, Skybound. So, and the trend of character-focused seasons. The end of playing season 8. Sorry. Get mixed up. Season 3 is when it started to focus more on characters. I'm going to reiterate this stuff when I get to those specific episodes. Now then, seasons before, in between seasons 6 and 7, released a special. Giving focus to the character of Colt, giving focus to one of the characters. Now again, this is a special. I did not see this on TV. It did not air on Cartoon Network when before season 7 premiered. So I didn't see it. I only got to see it thanks to the DVD. And thus, season 7, Hands of Time. Should feature 2 characters, but I'll get there more in the future. These are all the DVDs I got. Not because I want to. It's because I can't get more. Seasons 8 through 10 of the World Film Era are not available on DVD. Nor is the World Film Era available. The only way you can watch those is either on Sky Kids or, well, let's get this. or watch them on Netflix. So yeah, Netflix actually separate them, actually. Yeah, they actually separated on Netflix. With more episodes of the Wellbeing ever coming out. Already out, anyway. So, topic. Let's go back to here, where it all began. So, Ninjago had a lot of sets. But I didn't start getting Ninjago sets till around till around maybe season 3 sets. Or maybe season 4, I don't know. I think Tournament Elvis was the first sets I got of Ninjago. Because I did not see the TV series at the time when the sets were out. Again, I got to watch this later on. So I couldn't collect all the sets sadly. I was not hardcore of a Lego person back then. Because I didn't even follow the instructions. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, I'm not stupid enough to do that anymore. I follow instructions properly. So let's best review this. So I don't know why the other seasons are not yet on DVD. I really don't know, okay? So I'm going to collect all the seasons I enjoy Ninjago. I kind of grew up with it. And just that, when the pilot got the broadcast on Cartoon Network, sometimes you see her, a scene was cut in the TV broadcast. I don't know why. No explanation is given. Is anyone I know about? So, Ninjago was animated and made by Will Film with 10 seasons, from 2011 to 2020. 2021. So, it's really PG, by the way. So, I'm gonna be viewing this like a movie. This is a 2-episode pilot. I play DVDs, I mean. So, yeah. So, let's get into it. I'm not talking about this. This is getting to the way. So, we'll open up the story we had Turnercast with 2 episodes, no intro, because this is a pilot. And pilot episodes don't really need an intro. Anyway, the series focuses on a young blacksmith named Kai who lives with his sister Nia. They get an important role in season 7. Again, I'll get there when I get there. So yeah. Kai is an impatient hothead. Nia is more of a calmless water. There's a reason why I say like that. I want to briefly discuss Kai's design now. Where is it? No. Hang on, guys. I need to show you my new young outer hairpiece right now. Yeah, dude, I can't find it right now. God, I can't stop yawning. Should be here somewhere. I'll just pause it a sec. I found it. This is a hairpiece. See, this is Kai's design. Yeah, Lego form. But the hair in the show looks tiny different. The base of the hair in the show look tiny different from the actual mini figure. Unlike the other characters who are tiny accurate, kind of, to the mini figures. I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. Well, this hairpiece is made of rubber for some reason. This hairpiece didn't debut until rebooted. So yeah, and it's not entirely accurate. Kai's hair is more of a lighter brown, and this type of dark brown. Nope. Okay, that's just lazy. Never mind. So I don't know much about this. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, Kai meets an old man named Wu, who's a sensei, which means teacher in Japanese. Of course, it has a lot of Japanese terms, like Kai's name, Kai, where you put the means red when you put in a sentence. While the red name red on the red on its own says it's tiny Aka. I know my Japanese facts. I got more facts than Negative Legends talk about the show. Go check it out. We viewed only 2 seasons. I will cover more of the series much later down the line. I'm a Ninjago fan myself. Anyway. Wu is more of a cryptid man. Who is more of a ninja typically. Tries to have a hot night. And when Kai offers to show him someone else that might be special, he's gone. We'll visit this on a later date. In a way. Late. So anyway, the entire village is actually attacked by skeletal warriors led by the fearsome samurai. Now, interesting at Knuckle and Crunks are actually voiced by Brian Drummond. Yeah, I didn't even know that. All these years, I had no clue that was Brian Drummond voicing the characters. Like, he voiced them 3 episodes. He voiced them for their appearances. Ninjago also received 2 video games. 3 actually. First one based off their pilot suit, or the suits here. Second based off more set in between seasons 4 and 5. And the third is basically based on the movie from the Lego Movie continuity, which I will cover that too. But I need to Lego Movie 1, but Lego Batman movie as well. Maybe those 2 films with it. So, and the release around season 7 came out. So I'll take a break from Ninjago and review the films, and also talk about them there. Okay. Yeah. Right, Kai's in trouble. Yes, also proves herself she can fight. When she also be captured by samurai after Wu comes to save. Wu does try to help. But as I said, Nia gets captured. Kai's definitely arguing around as it wants to help his sister, but Wu tells him not to. He tells him a story about this about the whole Long ago, before time had a name.
Bad boy!
Oh, come on! Sorry about that. Let me read it again. Long ago, before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master created Ninjago using the four elements of the four weapons of Spinjitzu: the cipher, quakes, the nunchucks and lightning, shurikens of ice, and the sword of fire. Weapons so powerful that no one can use their power at once. When the Spinjitzu master passed, he entrusted their exactly what doing. I just really didn't start. Basically, before the Spinjitzu master passed, he entrusted the keeping of the weapons to his two sons. And one man corrupted by evil.
You are the one that the Ninjago ones when they first came.
Sorry about the interruption again. The brother Sport and the old evil and the corrupted brother was banished to the dark realm. Peace returned, but fearing for his brother's return. The first Spinjitzu master's son hides the weapons and places a guardian there. And fear of his own demise, he painted a map. He gave to a kind old blacksmith, who turned out to be Kai's dad. Now, I'm going to talk more about Kai's dad later on down the line, so we'll get there when we get there. Now, I'll just say, this one appears only appear. He looks quite different than he does now. And the evil brother was none than Lord Garmadon, who Samakai was working for. And it's also kind of revealed that he is Garmadon's brother. Who it is. But he didn't come here looking for the map. This is what they stole, by the way. He came here looking for a Kai. And we get a more detailed reason later on down the line why he chose him. Why come looking for him. Like, I mean, you're his dad. He wouldn't. The relationship between Kai's dad and Wu learn more about it starting in season 4. So, Kai initially refuses to go with him, but Ratani agrees. And then we get a training montage of him learning to use Spinjitzu. After many trials and errors, he managed to pass his training. And he wants to learn Spinjitzu, but Wu says he already has. And that his final test was tomorrow. But he gets shy. While brushing his teeth, he's attacked by three ninja. He's attacked by 3 ninja. He managed to hold his own against them. They struggle to fight though. Wu tells them to stop. It's real those 3 ninja are actually his students. Kai's teammates, in a way. But one of them did not like her. They more used to work together as a trio. But basically is important. All of them are here for a reason. As he uses his Spinjitzu to change the colors of their suits. Toy purposes, obviously. Since Lego Ninjas have been around much longer but not that popular. So I want to revalorize the popularity of them. They just came up with a lot of concepts. It's basically a 3-hour documentary on YouTube. At least why I heard thanks to Negative Legends video. So as they wear multicolored suits, kind of like Power Rangers, except 4 of them, then 5, then 6. But I'm getting a little hyped myself. We'll get there, but we'll get there. So, Kai is the red ninja, symbolizing fire, which, as I said in his name, Akai means fire, or red. I mean red, if you put it in a sentence. Well, Aka is just red on its own. So yeah. Guy. Blue Ninja is J, a wisecracker, but loves to invent things. Black Ninja is Cole, strong, who symbolizes the earth. J is lightning. As Cole puts, mouth for lightning. Cole's more is about stubborn as Kai, but more, not as stubborn, but more hard-headed. But he's stronger. I said there's nothing in this world he fears. But the White Ninja points out, except for dragons. But, as Cole puts it, dragons not from this world, saying, I said in this world, and as he said, the White Ninja's name is Zane, Master of Ice, Seer of Sixth Sense. Kind of makes a joke, but it turns out the joke is true. Saying like takes 2 pins to Lilo. It's basically like Drax, who takes spins too low for which makes a lot of good comedy and anything going to the galaxy. Starring the MCU. Sorry. Anyway. No, don't guess. That was his Kai's final test. Anyway, the location of the first weapon, the Cypher quakes. As they held off in the morning, was learn how Master Wu found the other 3. Carl was climbing mountains, Jay was doing his inventions, Zane was testing himself underwater. Those get expanded upon in later episodes. More simply Carl's in season 8. And he gets a more expanded look in his past in season 10. But, not season 10. In season 13, Master of the Mountain. So, yeah. Arrived, but it's heavily guarded by Samukai and his crew. Well, they make a plan. Kai goes in alone because he wants to rescue his sister. The other ninja no choice but to follow. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah. I'm gonna put some in the location of the scythe. Right there. And Jay happened to open his big mouth. And while they were found by the after taking the scythe, Samukai bites them. And he ended up fighting the skeletons. In the process of the fight, they managed to pick up Spinjitzu from the training course. So yeah. Samukai retreats for now, but not because of them, because of what's behind them. A dragon. They do exist. Kai says he used the scythe to escape, even though he's told not to. But he does it anyway. Now escape. Wu scolds Kai for it. Alright, someone comes back a little later. Is that early on, when Jay found out they were rescuing the girl? he immediately asks about details. And asks if she liked blue. So yeah. The first part ends with Samukai reporting to Garmadon about how they failed. But this is all part of Garmadon's plan. So you let them think they're winning for now. No, Garmadon's voice sounds... he's played by the same actor, but he's doing the voice different here. You know, he's using more deeper tone. You know, than a rough... It's hard to explain, basically. Good. All according to plan. Something like that. Compared to his voice later. Compare how he actually does the voice much later. Then we get to the second story. We get to part 2. As a ninja heading to find the shurikens of ice. Ice Rule teaches them about this tornado of creation. I can create anything when combining Spinjitzu together at the right movements. But doing it incorrectly will lead to disastrous consequences. They arrive. After the Samukai keeps spinning to get them. Showcase escape the dragon. Then manage to find the nunchucks and lightning and escape from the next guardian dragon. Not knowing that this is all part of Samukai's plan. There's only one weapon left. The ninjas, they're celebrating. You know, Wu was reluctant. He gets to celebrate too, comedic. Being more comedic. And Kai wakes up hearing his sister's voice and sees her and balls her. Skylanders are trapped by Garmadon. He wants Kai to put out the sword of fire, which initially refuses, but he has his sister hostage, which is what part of Garmadon's plan in the first place, kidnapping Nia. He knew about Kai. That would make sense why he knew the map was. He knew about Kai, and well, used him, knows he has the potential to become a sword of fire. There's no choice, but he managed to save his sister while also taking the sword. Trying to keep away from Garmadon, but struggles against his shadow attacks. Shadow, I said. Then Moon comes in to save the day. But Garmadon, he'll come. And also capture the other ninja. Capture the other ninjas. Got the other 3 weapons. Will decides to sacrifice himself to keep the sword of fire when we get into Garmadon's hands. And leave Kanye off and get down against the dragon. Meanwhile, as the skeletons leaving, Cole, Jay, and Z manage to escape. End up fighting against several Kai's editors on board a trap. But Jay loses his voice for a bit. And then they'll go and get the weapons back. Lost. That's what wakes up in the underworld. He overhears a lot of his piece. Meanwhile, Cole, James, and Zayman arrive at the Temple of Fire. And not says anything. They don't know how to get to the underworld, but Kai comes up with a plan, riding the dragon that was attacking Guardian, which is the Guardian. This is saying once the Guardian realized they were trying to protect the sword, it basically trusted them. Allowed itself to trust them. Cole really is away of dragons. And he makes an excuse not to go, saying that it's too big for them, but Guy says they can ride the other, tells them they can ride the other jackets, and they get new suits somehow. Don't ask how, I don't know. They arrive in the underworld. It's stuffy. Jada, by the way, Nia does like blue. It's her favourite colour. Jay tries to warn him of the spider they had about him while being stealthy. Ninja didn't notice till too late. That's when we get the joke of Knuckle and Crunks. I'd say as one of the last. If there's multiple ninja, is it ninjas or just ninja? And the one says, I think it's just ninja. And then the other goes, yeah, okay, and ninja! Which became the series table to this day. Ninja! Let me refer to as the ninja. Surrounded. Well, misinterpreting what Jay says. Jay was running those boys, but tells him not to use the tornado creation. As the only choice they have, so they use it. I should do it right. Great, tapping him in a Ferris wheel. It's quite funny. Well, Wu ends up fighting his brother. Most of he ends up playing Samukai. I'm kind of losing. Garmadon tells Samukai to bring the weapons to him. But Samukai refuses. But this was what Garmadon planned the whole time. He knew Samukai would betray him. Basically used him as a pawn to create a portal through time and space. Now on the Ghost Summoner to disturb the past so he can rework the world in his image. As he leaves. Garmadon's gone for now. But the ninja will be ready. Wu says he's done all his part. And I was like, boy, you'll stay in the underworld. But no. With his original plan, but that changed for the big series. Otherwise the dialogue wouldn't be like that. By the way, Nia is waiting back home for Kai. I'm happy to arrive. The ninja are ready to face up against Garmadon and the time cards. Closing off the story of the Ninjago pilot. Now, after the pilot aired, a bunch of shows were released in the meantime before the series came out. The whole fans over until the show's official premiere the following year in 2012. So yeah, show those shorts are still on YouTube somewhere. And if I do find out, I might do a video on them. Because it takes place in between the season. It takes place before season 1. But after the pilot. Explains some things the series has that we didn't see, that the show doesn't exactly explain. By the way, because it happened in the shorts. And the show, and the ending for the 2 pilots, the 2-part pilot, is The Weekend Whip by The Fold, which became the official theme song for the show. I guess they planned the theme song from the beginning, I guess? I don't know. Hey. The show is all in that Ninjago documentary on YouTube. If I find it, I'll definitely give it a watch sometime. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. We're doing all music content future. See you guys next time for season 1. And for more episodes of Lego Dreams. And possibly review on the Lego movies. And Lego Night, Lego Nights, Lego Chima, all that type of stuff. Spinjitzu Master out.